History is full of dark chapters, but some are buried deeper than others. Today, we're uncovering a story of a horrific crime and a 50-year-long lie, the Katyn Massacre. In the spring of 1940, the world was on the brink of total war. After the invasion of Poland by both Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union in September 1939, over 22,000 Polish military officers, police officers, and members of the intelligentsia were taken as prisoners of war by the Soviets. These men were the backbone of Poland, its doctors, lawyers, professors, and leaders. They were held in camps across western USSR, their families anxiously awaiting news. Then, silence. The letters stopped. In April 1940, under direct orders from Stalin's inner circle, a systematic execution began. The men were taken from their camps, driven to secluded locations like the Katyn forest near Smolensk, and shot one by one. Their bodies were dumped into mass graves, a secret buried under the forest floor. They were eliminated not because they were soldiers, but because they represented the Polish national identity, an identity the Soviet regime sought to crush. For 3 years, the fate of these men remained a mystery. Then, in 1943, Nazi German forces occupying the area discovered the mass graves in the Katyn forest. It was a shocking find. Thousands of bodies in Polish uniforms, hands tied, a single bullet wound to the back of the head. Goebbels' propaganda machine immediately seized upon the discovery, broadcasting it to the world as proof of Soviet brutality. The Soviet Union's response was swift and absolute: denial. They accused the Nazis of committing the atrocity themselves in 1941, after they had invaded the area. They fabricated evidence, coerced witnesses, and launched a massive disinformation campaign that would last for half a century. For the Allied powers, caught in a delicate wartime alliance with Stalin, the truth was an inconvenient and dangerous liability. London and Washington chose to look the other way, publicly accepting the Soviet version of events while privately suspecting the truth. The Polish government in exile, which demanded an independent investigation, was sidelined and silenced. After the war, Poland fell under Soviet control. Anyone who dared to speak the truth about Katyn faced severe persecution. The official narrative was brutally enforced. For generations of Poles, Katyn became a forbidden word, a symbol of a truth that could only be whispered in secret. Families of the victims were left without answers, unable to even mourn their loved ones properly. Imagine living your entire life knowing your government and the world is lying about how your father or grandfather was murdered. It was an open wound in the heart of the Polish nation. But truth has a way of enduring. Despite the official lies, the memory of Katyn was kept alive by families, by survivors, and by historians in the West. Coded messages, secret documents, and eyewitness testimonies were preserved, waiting for the day they could be brought into the light. That day finally came with the collapse of Soviet power. In 1990, as the Iron Curtain crumbled, Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev made a stunning admission. He officially acknowledged that the NKVD, the Soviet secret police, was responsible for the Katyn massacre. A year later, President Boris Yeltsin released the top-secret documents, including the original execution order signed by Stalin himself. The lie held up for 50 years finally shattered. The revelation was a moment of profound, painful validation for Poland. The victims were finally honored, and the families received the closure they had been denied for so long. The Katyn Massacre stands as a chilling reminder of the horrors of totalitarianism and the power of state-sponsored propaganda. But it's also a powerful testament to the resilience of memory and the ultimate triumph of truth, no matter how long it takes to surface. Thank you for watching. If you found this story important, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the hidden corners of history. See you next time.